Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg Srivasti with the Deepest Dream YouTube channel. For more movie and TV reviews and interviews, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for your support. Now, for this movie, it's Affection. Weird title, Affection. You're thinking maybe might be a rom-com, a romantic drama, family drama. There are some family drama elements to Affection, but at its heart, it is a horror movie. And I'm going to say it's something else, but I don't want to give it too much away. Too much away, but yeah, it is. Let's just call this a horror film. It centers on Ellie, a woman who, at the beginning of the movie, Ellie's played by Jessica Rothe, best known for her work in Happy Death Day, by the way. Ellie is in the middle of a road. It's a nighttime road, road in the middle of the night. She is in serious condition. One of her legs, it doesn't even work. It's completely broken, and she is limping along the road, trying to either find some help or maybe just make it through the night. She is apparently obviously in shock and scared to death, and she should be, because within moments a car comes by and hits her. And once she's hit, you're thinking, okay, she's probably dead. Well, not really, or not, because it cuts immediately to her in bed with a man who she doesn't know. That man is played by actor Joseph Cross, and he plays Bruce. Bruce is supposedly Ellie's husband. Bruce and Ellie have a child, really cute kid named Alice. Alice is played by Juliana Lane. The catch, however, is Ellie doesn't even know who this Bruce is. She doesn't know who Alice is. She doesn't know who she is. She believes she's another woman who has a different husband, and she believes she also has a son. She is not this person who is married to Bruce and the mother, and she's not the mother to Alice. And the rest of the narrative deals with her, with Ellie trying to figure out what's going on. Is she in the middle of some sort of is she suffering from amnesia? What about the memories of this other family? Is it something that she made up in her mind? Her husband says it's part of the process, that she's suffering from some mental trauma where she has a case of mistaken identity, and he brought her out in the middle of nowhere. They live in a farmhouse out in the middle of the wilderness, beautiful, spacious farmhouse. It has a barn, and it's a gorgeous area. There's a cornfield there. And for a low budget film, this movie looks really good. By the way, it's directed and written by BT Mesa, and it's a great debut from him, a very solid debut from BT. And with whatever little budget he had, the movie looks good. The action solid. My only complaint regarding Affection is I didn't write down how. I think it's either 89 minutes or 90 some odd minutes. I wish it got to the point a little bit quicker. I don't mind slow burn thrillers, but there could have been maybe 4 or 5 minutes that was chopped off. And there's a couple of leaps of logic regarding spoiler stuff I will get to. I'll probably post up a spoiler discussion of Affection on this Deepest Dream YouTube channel. But for now, let's go to the spoiler free stuff for Affection. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth watching because Jessica Rothe, she delivers just a first-rate performance. Very locked in. In the first several minutes where she is limping along the road up to the first moments when she wakes up in bed, there's around 5 minutes where there's no dialogue. I think the first utterance of dialogue is from Joseph Cross, and that's maybe about 5.5 minutes into the tale. So the first several minutes is just pure visuals and pure atmosphere, and I really love the opening moments of Affection. Throughout the narrative, you get that atmospheric slow burn tone as well. The twist regarding, is Ellie dead? Is Ellie really dead? Is this really her family? Why is Ellie in this situation? When the twist is revealed, I was more than happy with the twist. It was really well done. I had a couple of guesses. My guesses were wrong. I was glad to be wrong. So it is a very fresh way to look at this horror genre trope of someone who doesn't know where he or she is from. I really enjoyed that. That said, on the flip side of the twist is it is a little bit confusing. And once the reveal happens, you're going to have to really, at least I did, maybe I'm slow on the uptake. I had to piece together a couple of the puzzles regarding, and I think I understand most of it. Yeah, but it's pretty explainable, but you're going to have to really piece things together because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the third act regarding Ellie's character and whatever that twist is and the secret. once the secret's revealed, a lot of stuff happens in the third act, and things really get going in the third act, and it's really well executed, in my opinion. The ending of Affection, I wanted a more operatic or maybe Brian De Palma-esque Carrie hand out of the grave moment. And I'm not going to say if that happens here, but I wanted a little bit more of a memorable ending. But that's nitpicking for me. Yeah, if it was a little bit tighter, if it was a smidge scarier, and if the ending was a bit more, had more of a knockout punch, I would have given Affection a higher rating. But overall, it's a solid movie. It's really powered by Jessica Roth's performance. What she goes through in this movie is, if you're a fan of hers, it's totally worth a watch. Joseph Cross and the kid actor, Juliana Lane, they're both very good as well. It's a three-hander horror film, ultimately. And three-hander set out in the middle of nowhere, you're thinking, could be completely boring, but it isn't. And that's a credit to the filmmaker for really doing a first-rate, a solid narrative. I'm giving Affection 3.5 out of 5 stars. Couple of nitpicks here and there, but overall, if you like anthology series like The Twilight Zone, this has a Twilight Zone feel to it. I will say this about the third act, there is a whole, throw in the whole kitchen sink feeling to the third act, and I really enjoyed it, where it was going and the world that was being built with Affection. All right, guys, thanks so much for your time. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Affection. Please share in the comments. And again, please like, share, subscribe to my Deep Stream YouTube channel if you can. And thanks again so much for your support. And most importantly, give Affection a shot. Take care, guys. Bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.